How to identify risky imports by checking the source country, product category, quality standards, and legal compliance. Importing goods from other countries can be a profitable way to expand your business. But it also comes with some risks that you need to be aware of and manage. In this section, we will discuss how to identify risky imports by checking 4 factors: the source country, the product category, the quality standards, and the legal compliance. The source country is the country where the goods are produced or shipped from. The source country can affect the risk of importing in several ways. For example, political risk. The source country may have political instability, civil unrest, war, sanctions, or trade disputes that can disrupt the supply chain or affect the quality and safety of the goods. You can check the political risk of a country by using resources such as the U.S. Commercial Services Country Commercial Guides, the World Bank's Ease of Doing Business Ratings, or the OECD's Country Risk Classification. Foreign exchange risk. The source country may have currency fluctuations that can affect the price and profitability of your imports. You can check the foreign exchange risk of a country by using resources such as the International Monetary Fund's Country Information Site or your bank's currency converter. Economic risk. The source country may have economic instability, inflation, recession, or debt problems that can affect the demand and supply of your imports. You can check the economic risk of a country by using resources such as the International Monetary Fund's Country Information Site or credit rating agencies' country ratings. The product category is the type of goods that you are importing. The product category can affect the risk of importing in several ways. For example, quality risk. The product category may have different quality standards or requirements that you need to meet in order to sell your imports in your target market. You can check the quality standards of a product category by using resources such as the U.S. Customs and Border Protection's website, your industry associations, or third-party certification bodies. Legal risk. The product category may have different legal regulations or restrictions that you need to comply with in order to import your goods legally and safely. You can check the legal regulations of a product category by using resources such as the U.S. Customs and Border Protection's website, your industry associations, or your legal advisors. Market risk. The product category may have different market conditions or trends that can affect the demand and competition of your imports. You can check the market conditions of a product category by using resources such as market research reports, trade publications, or customer surveys. The quality standards are the specifications or criteria that your imports need to meet in order to satisfy your customers and regulators. The quality standards can affect the risk of importing in several ways. For example, customer satisfaction risk. The quality standards may affect how satisfied your customers are with your imports and how likely they are to buy from you again or recommend you to others. You can check the customer satisfaction of your imports by using resources such as customer feedback, reviews, ratings, or testimonials. Regulatory compliance risk. The quality standards may affect how compliant your imports are with the laws and regulations of your target market and how likely they are to pass inspections or audits. You can check the regulatory compliance of your imports by using resources such as certificates of conformity, test reports, labels, or invoices. Reputation risk. The quality standards may affect how reputable your imports are in your target market and how likely they are to enhance or damage your brand image. You can check the reputation of your imports by using resources such as media coverage, social media mentions, awards, or endorsements. The legal compliance is the adherence to the laws and regulations that apply to your imports in both the source country and the target market. The legal compliance can affect the risk of importing in several ways. For example, customs risk. The legal compliance may affect how smoothly your imports clear customs and how likely they are to incur delays, fines, penalties, or seizures. You can check the customs requirements of your imports by using resources such as tariff schedules, customs forms, duty calculators, or customs brokers. Intellectual property risk. The legal compliance may affect how protected your imports are from intellectual property infringement or theft and how likely they are to respect other parties' intellectual property rights. You can check the intellectual property protection of your imports by using resources such as patents, trademarks, copyrights, or licenses. Liability risk. The legal compliance may affect how liable you are for any damages or injuries caused by your imports and how likely they are to trigger lawsuits or claims. You can check the liability protection of your imports by using resources such as warranties, guarantees, insurance, or contracts. By checking these 4 factors, you can identify and assess the risks of importing from different countries and product categories. You can then use this information to make informed decisions about your sourcing strategy, pricing strategy, quality control, and risk management. By doing so, you can avoid risky imports and increase your chances of success in the global market. Importing goods from overseas can offer many benefits for your business, such as lower costs, higher quality, and access to new markets. But it also comes with some challenges and risks, such as customs delays, quality issues, currency fluctuations, and legal compliance. How can you mitigate the risks of importing by using reliable suppliers, trade finance, insurance, and due diligence? One of the most important steps to avoid risky imports is to choose your suppliers carefully. You want to work with reliable and reputable suppliers who can meet your requirements and expectations. To do this, you need to conduct due diligence on your potential suppliers, such as checking their credentials, certifications, references, and reviews. You can also communicate clearly and frequently with them, and establish a solid relationship based on trust and mutual benefit. You may even consider visiting their facilities to inspect their products and negotiate the terms and conditions of your contract. Another way to reduce the risks of importing is to diversify your sourcing options and avoid relying on a single supplier or market. This can help you reduce the impact of unexpected disruptions, such as natural disasters, political unrest, trade disputes, or pandemics. You can diversify your sourcing options by finding alternative suppliers, sourcing from different countries or regions, or using multiple modes of transportation. You should also monitor the market trends and opportunities, and be ready to adapt to changing customer demands and preferences. A third strategy to mitigate the risks of importing is to manage your inventory and cash flow effectively. Importing goods from overseas can affect your inventory and cash flow management, as you need to consider the lead time, the shipping costs, the customs duties, and the exchange rates. You should plan your inventory levels carefully, and avoid overstocking or understocking your products. You should also optimize your cash flow by negotiating favorable payment terms with your suppliers, using hedging strategies to minimize currency risk, and seeking financial assistance from banks or government agencies if needed. A fourth way to avoid risky imports is to use trade finance and insurance solutions that can protect you from various risks involved in the import process. Trade finance is a type of financing that helps you facilitate your trade transactions by providing guarantees, letters of credit, or loans. Trade finance can help you improve your cash flow, reduce your payment risk, and increase your purchasing power. Insurance is a type of protection that covers you from potential losses or damages caused by unforeseen events or circumstances. Insurance can help you cover your goods from theft, damage, or loss during transit or storage. Finally, a fifth strategy to mitigate the risks of importing is to comply with all the relevant laws and regulations that apply to your imported products. You need to be aware of the import duties, taxes, tariffs, quotas, licenses, permits, standards, labeling requirements, and other rules that govern your products in both the exporting and importing countries. You should also apply the correct customs labels to eliminate excess duties and avoid delays or penalties. You can use various tools and resources to help you understand and follow the import regulations, such as online databases, guides, checklists, or consultants. By using these 5 strategies, reliable suppliers, diversified sourcing options, effective inventory and cash flow management, trade finance and insurance solutions, and legal compliance, you can mitigate the risks of importing and enjoy the rewards of expanding your business globally.